Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. It is September 25, 2017 at 11:03 p.m. Birmingham, and I want to try to get this in quick. If any of you can help, please do so. It's about who's running for Senate here in Alabama. You have three people. You have Judge Roy Moore, the only man who fought for the Ten Commandments to remain on the walls in courthouses. He was jailed. Judge Roy Moore was jailed and fined multiple times. He won the cases to keep him up, then he lost cases, take him down. Who's fighting him to take him down? Two people I know of. One is the Democrat person running for Senate, Doug Jones, a former federal DA in Alabama. In fact, he was against the Ten Commandments. He wanted them to come down. Not only that, there's a man in Alabama, Tom Owens, look it up, Tom Owen, human speed bump. He's got 7 Guinness Book of World Records just in automobiles driving over him, and he's got other records like Mr. Senior USA when he's 60 years old and things like this. But yet, Doug Jones, a federal DA, took him down because his ex-wife wanted something and Tom was not going to give it to her. So she fought him. He held his hands up like this and his head lowered while she clawed at him. And then called 911. They came out and arrested him. Then she admitted that she lied, that he never touched her. She didn't have a scratch on her, but he never touched her. But Doug Jones prosecuted Tom Owens. And when he went before a federal judge said, if you were anyone in the world, you wouldn't be here before me today. The smallest thing she could do was a reprimand and send him home, and she did that. But the reprimand that went to DA, Doug Jones, perhaps maybe a little bit stronger than that. So Doug Jones is known for going after Christian men, Alabama Youth Home, where he helped hundreds of kids that didn't have parents, or either lost their parents, or either was kicked out, and girls who was kicked out because they were pregnant. Tom was pro-life, so they were allowed to have their children under his care. He paid for it, $50 million over his lifetime. But Doug Jones took him down. The guy that's running for Senate in Alabama, Democrat Senate, Doug Jones seems to go after Christians and the Ten Commandments. And you want him in the White House? The other guy running is Luther Strange. Where was he when Roy Moore was fighting for the Ten Commandments? Where was Luther Strange? He wasn't standing with Roy Moore. Therefore, he was not standing to keep the Ten Commandments on the walls. In fact, he was against the Ten Commandments being on the walls. Thanks to the federal government going after Roy Moore over and over to remove the Ten Commandments, which he won most of the cases. But finally, after time and time again, they finally got him. And I believe that was Doug Jones' job. So against Christians, against the Ten Commandments, and you want him in as a Senate? I doubt that. And then Luther Strange, guys, he's the establishment in Alabama. He's the establishment, and plus he's not for the Ten Commandments. Remove him, I don't care. He never lifted a finger or said a word to keep him up. Donald Trump put his support behind a man he does not know, Luther Strange. I'll vote for Trump 100 times over. But Trump does not know Luther Strange. If Trump knew Luther Strange, he would not be standing with him. He would not plug for Luther Strange. I promise you Trump would not if he knew Luther Strange. But I just want to tell you who he is. Luther Strange establishment never stood for, never helped Roy Moore to keep the Ten Commandments on the walls. And Doug Jones, federal DA in Alabama, went after Roy Moore over and over, plus other Christians who started things like Alabama Youth Homes and took him down, ruined their lives. Jody Wolf, Exposed. Roy Moore, if you know anyone in Alabama, please tell them tomorrow on the 26th, vote for Roy Moore, the only man for the Ten Commandments. Perhaps the reason you don't have a Bible to swear on today in the courthouse, you just only lift your hand and say, I promise. That's not good enough. Jody Wolf, Exposed.